Hey guys, it's Undeadreign. TV is on the background and turn that down. Okay. Sorry I didn't get ready before this, but it's better than the last video I just recorded. But welcome to Creepypasta Reading with Undeadreign. Now, this may or may not be good. I'm not gonna get a lot of feedback. It's not like I'm popular on YouTube or anything. Not even close at all. No, not close. But that's how it's gonna work. I'm going to read a creepypasta word for word. I'm gonna try to read fast. I'm going to insert some comments. Going to read it. Not sure how this is going to turn out. I'm a bit of a grammar Nazi. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to have myself in the corner right there. There. Okay. So without further ado, let's start. This is the story of the time I bought a hacked cartridge from a guy I knew. I was excited to see what kind of awesome shit I could do. But I was mistaken. It all started one day when I went to my school. Everything was normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing was out of the ordinary. In my 5th hour, someone who sat behind me gave an offer for Pokemon games. $5 a piece. He had 5 games. Pokemon Red, Blue, Gold, Silver, and another game. Couldn't tell what it was. The label was peeled off, but was certain it was a Game Boy Advance game. The 3rd generation had distinctive colors, and so did this one. It had a gold tint to it. I couldn't help but ask, what's that game with the peeled off label? That there, Pokemon Emerald, I'm sure. I bought it off of him. I've played the remakes of the 1st and 2nd generation, and I'm pretty up to date with the new Pokemon generation. But I've never played a Heian game before. It's supposed to be Hoenn. Proofread. I heard good things about it, so of course I was excited. Who wouldn't be? 3rd gen is my favorite. I eyeballaged. I got home and inserted the cartridge into my Game Boy. You can't put a Game Boy Advance cartridge into your Game Boy. The opening was different. If you've never played it, how do you know it looks different? You certainly know a lot for not having played it before. The opening was different. 3 mascots had red eyes and looked crazed. On the title screen, the Rayquaza was black. I haven't played the game before, but I was certain that this was a bit odd. Well, that there's a shiny Rayquaza. Or if it was just all black, it was a silhouette. I was certain I was playing a hacked game. Way to clue in. But I honestly didn't care very much. Yeah, I was aware that a hacker could have added some sick shit here and there. But I kind of wanted to experience it firsthand. There's no save file, which is odd, as this was a used game. Maybe he deleted it. Use your head. I was hoping to see what the team... That was just my poor reading. Not the creepypasta. I was hoping to see what team the prior user had. Why is team capitalized? Professor Oak did not greet me when I started. Get your facts right! It's Professor Birch. I'm sorry if I'm nerding out, but this creepypasta is getting so many facts wrong. I was outside of Brendan's room. I had a Pokedex and a Pokemon, which was Duskull. Level 5, Curse, Destiny Bomb, Memento, and Pain Split. Rather than a red eye, the Duskull's eye was black. Had 1 giant pupil. No one in the town knew who I was. They all asked me questions about who I was. Professor Birch was in the lab. He made a comment on as to why I was here. He told me to leave whenever I talked to him. Well, that's not nice. 5 minutes, 8 seconds. The rest of the game pretty normal. The rest of the game played pretty normally, I suppose. I didn't bother to tell the guy I bought the game, and that was clearly hacked. Nothing really out of the ordinary happened. Just a couple of people giving me funny looks here and there. Back to that Dusk. Oddly enough, I couldn't forget any moves. Even when it involved Dusclops, the option to forget a move never appeared. I could never release him nor take him off the team. When a Pokemon got 5 levels above, text box appeared saying, "To the underworld with you." The higher level Pokemon disappeared from my team. I got weirder. I'm on Pyre whenever I threw a Pokeball at Duskull. Flickered off of it, and the text box appeared saying, "No." Played pretty normally, you suppose. Yet that happened. Do you honestly think that's how they program? Let's just assume this guy's absolutely retarded, because he is. We're making assumptions here, guys, but they're truthful assumptions. Excluding those irritating restrictions, everything wasn't as hectic as you may think. Until I got to Moss Deep City. You spelled it wrong. I entered the gym to be greeted with a massive interior. Inside was horrifying. Dead Pokemon bodies everywhere. Lined up, sprites were headless and gray. Whenever I examined one of the bodies, saying a pulsating noise could be heard. Narrow hall led him to a closet, no patrol, walked straight up. Closet black, had black and had red scales. It was shiny. This guy isn't as dumb as I thought he was. I only pointed it out before. It also had red eyes, which was absent in any other game. The battle initiator was level 100. My Ludicolo didn't stand a chance. Couldn't revive a Pokemon whenever I tried to do so don't bother. After turn, any of their sprites turned gray in the Pokemon screen. I was certain that they had died. Whenever I tried to summon Dusk, nor he didn't exist. He didn't exist, and you spelt it wrong. Are you kidding me, dude? Saying no, not yet. After my whole team bar, my whole team bar Dusknor was swept, capital S, by Rayquaza. I summoned him. Text box saying seize. It ended. Thank God, we're almost done with this creepypasta. He had his own text box saying, "Finally, there's nothing stopping us." This white Brillo pulsated, the screen turned white finally, so we will live together in the underworld for eternity. Game file can no longer be loaded. The very next day, I went back to the guy who sold me that cartridge. He asked me where you get this board cartridge. He said, "Somewhere." I told him about the morbid images of possessive. I was looking over there, my dog was kind of like going noisy. He always is, but just, plus I'm kind of jumping. Good idea for me to be doing this. Told him about the morbid and the possessive Duskull. You mean possessed, dude? Not possessive. And he didn't believe me. We had started a new game, and I showed him the Duskulls at the start. He didn't believe me about anything else. He offered a refund, and I accepted. In hindsight, it wasn't very smart, and I'm certain he sold it to another person. Every time I asked him where he got it, he changed his story. I'd never seen any Dusk without picking leading trainers to the underworld. Oh, this commercial. Oh, distraction. What do I think about this creepypasta? Other than the horrible grammar at points and obvious mistakes, I mean, it was about the Dusknor and its stuff. It wasn't creepy. It was really short and there was no build-up, so it wasn't scary. It's like, no, it did this. Nothing really weird happened, except for this stuff. Yeah, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then he got to Moss Deep City, and then he went to the I'm not gonna look up because I mean I have to do that, and I won't be able to check what time. I am under a time limit. And the obvious mistakes. It's meh at best. It's not amazing, but it's not the worst. There are much worse creepypastas out there, and I read one, A Haunting Most Mario. It's horrible, but this one has no build-up. It's not really scary because the scary stuff just happens, and it's not really scary what happens. It's kind of disturbing about the Dusclops, not Dusknor. And you spelled it wrong. But, yeah. That's about it. The ending was kind of disturbing. The Dusclops taking things to the underworld. But, hey, whatever. It's just ends. It's not that good, but it's not. Okay. It's not horrible. This has been Undeadreign reading a creepypasta. A creepypasta called Pokemon Dusk. I kind of just randomly chose it. Well, see ya.